Oh my lord, ladies and gentlemen.
Is Yeb giving the green light towards Kai?
Hey, when Yeb is in the lineup, just believe, yo. Remember the keys to victory yesterday. Trust in Yeb, we trust, okay? Well, Kai, last time he played this, well, every time he's played this, it's always been the god in the jungle. It's never been just Kyrie.
And Onic right now, they're trying to rely on that Kyrie magic. Lineup rating for Onic is miserable here. Well, let's see though, if it's gonna be the case in the Land of Dawn. Because who knows? Is it gonna be a Royal Bestie or Royal Derby again? Onic trying to climb back from the depths of hell. The opponent, the King of Kings. Here we go. It is Onic versus RRQ.
Will the god in the jungle show up here today? Kyrie on a Lancelot. Killing spree.
Will he indeed show up, bring back the old era of the Sky Kings? Or will La Mercenaria actually get the better of him? It's gonna be such action in the jungle right here. And we have to wait and see, especially in the EX lane as well, by the way. The lane that sometimes bleeds over into the jungle. The Esmeralda is definitely an interesting pick. Look at the damage though, Sans already taking a lot of heat. Rains on the Selena, I don't think we've seen it too often. See if they can do something good with it.
In fact, we haven't seen it at all this season, Arashi. First pick for Rinse this season, so let's see though. If they are already, kind of used to play this hero.
Good trade though for Onic this time around. Keyboy gonna be taken low. This will trap on him too, but Rins will just clear the wave.
Good back and forth here. Inspired for both Darwin and Rins. Again, having the spammability is important for both these heroes. I wonder how they're gonna play around with Edoc here, because again, the situation with the chip is that you can't really go for a solo engage that reliably. But now with the Abyssal Arrow, maybe there's more options that RRQ can explore. In the early game, there's definitely pressure coming through from that mid lane. Onic seems to be dealing with it just fine.
Edoc, crash course, Lupi, able to run away. Skill 1, gets away. So far, I mean, in this matchup, is it Esmeralda? Is it just a non-lane?
I think it's mostly gonna be a non-lane. They prefer to stay healthy, especially before the turtle fight even begins. But in the early game, I think it's gonna skew towards Lupi a bit more just because of the raw damage in the early game that Hilda has. But the longer the game goes, I don't think it's gonna affect the Esmeralda that much when the items are stacking up. Right now, this is Kyrie's ground. Remember, Lancelot used to be the king of the retribution, like objectives.
Especially at MSC, that was the hybrid Lancelot. Tyron taking a bit of damage, Kyrie already good with the purple buff. Edoc in the backline, going in, that's gonna be Rins who claims it despite two junglers walking up. Kyrie not able to pop into retribution, but the airstrike coming down as well. Keyboy taken out by Sutsujin. First blood, Lupi running away, Rins trying to go for the chase. Now RRQ continuing into the enemy jungle. Orange buff control has the shortcut to Lupi. In the bush, looking for the kill. Edoc wants to go for the crash course, bounce and execution, and Edoc gets away.
Some intelligent denies on the turtle fight earlier. Both junglers were not able to execute their retries, and it ended up being Rins taking it for himself. 1K already for the King of Kings.
That's the Hayabusa with the invulnerability of the shadow kill and the flash shadow. Edoc though.
Shortcut over to the top lane. Good night, Lupi. Rins on the board.
Sometimes when you see Chip using that ultimate, it feels like it's an unfair hero to put on in Mobile Legends. So we're gonna take a look at the talent prediction by GoPay.
It's equal.
Oh my. Interesting.
I'm just blind faith to bro.
Let's see, man. Let's see. All right. In the early game, though, RRQ is doing a great job already. And in fact, Edoc, important thing to note there, for how he engaged wasn't straight up with the shortcut. He went for the shortcut first and then the crash course afterwards.
Oh no, look at this. Thorn Rose used earlier for the airstrike coming down. Edoc will be taken down. Sans picks up the kill in the back line. Rin's able to get the kill back. That's an Abyssal Arrow that lands. Kyrie with a puncture. Phantom execution to escape. Able to get the Thorn Rose to dodge away from the falling star move. Keyboy with a slam. An Abyssal Arrow landing. Get Toy with Rins. And it's Toy who claims the kill 4-1. RRQ.
Unfortunately, Savero was not there to back up his teammates. Toy, good read, good backup follow-up in the mid lane there.
Definitely a well-timed rotation there. It was a move initiated by Onic, but RRQ, because they do have really good early game tools right here, so many outplay options, they're able to get the better out of Onic, and now they're trying to control as Ludpi tries to get ground, but the turtle just gets deleted.
2 out of 2 for RRQ. This is the start that they're looking for. So they're gonna try to scale up next in the mid game here. This is where it gets a bit more dangerous for Edok.
Exactly, he's looking for a lot of these options, a lot of these moments. I think the main pick-off player here is gonna be Rins though, more than anything. So if Onic really wants to stop RRQ from making too many moves, they could have started in the mid lane. If the lane keeps getting shoved in, right? I mean, yeah, with the shortcut, Rins can appear and still land the Abyssal Arrow, but then at least it's a bit more one-dimensional. The timing, at least, will be.
Shortcut up top. Kai gonna be caught. No, Phantom.
Wow.
Execution for him. Rins on a killing spree.
You think that Lancelot was a good pick against some kind of heroes like a Chip, but if the numbers are enough to gang him up in the early game, then why not?
Why not, indeed? At 2k gold lead right now. So far though, RRQ haven't been able to take any turrets down. That might change soon. There's an arrow lands.
Oh no.
Oh, still Severo saving the Purified. Pops into bot force and it punished. It got punished. Keyboy with flicker out. Oh man, you hate to see it. Purify saved all the way to his death.
It's not just one mistake of saving the Purifier. The fact that the arrow landed in the first place, that was a straight line arrow by Rins. He should have banned the map towards the turret at a time.
Severo might be looking towards the collision area, trying to see if he can do something there. Unfortunately, that allows Rins to land the Abyssal Arrow, and he's been really aggressively moving forward here, taking advantage of the two forms in the early game. Right now, item-wise, Enchanted Talisman for both Rins and Tyron means that there's going to be even more spells thrown out towards Onic. And their front line is itemizing for physical to try and curb the damage coming through from Toy and Sutsujin.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's gonna skew towards Tyron the longer the game goes.
Look at Edok.
And this is a concern too, Rashi. Like, who's gonna burst through Tyron when he's having his way in the back line? Savero, this is gonna feed Tyron with more shield. Sans, it's not really the right target either.
Edok in the flanks again. Sans, can he react? No, he cannot immobilize. Only a defensive Phantom execution. Look, taken low. An Abyssal Arrow into the back. Sutsujin claiming a kill. And now with the Quad Shadow back again. A Tsunami Slam. You get Sutsujin, but Arrow lands one more time. Severo trying to survive. But he gets gunned down by Toy. And only Kai is left alive.
When you're the King of Kings, everything is your domain. Every place, even the skies, is theirs right now.
Even the mid turret was denied away from Kyrie.
Oh,
man, RRQ. Perfect execution there, targeting Sans, the elusive Sans. In the back, look at Edok though, spring up a trap for Kyrie.
He finds it, short the way, goes away, able to escape. Sutsujin, the Quad Shadow landed, Phantom execution used, Sutsujin. He could have gone for it, but Keyboy is standing right there to threaten to stop that from happening.
And the turtle is just left alone, man. RRQ's priority is not the neutral objective 50-50. They want to make sure that they shut down Onic. All the main carries are being targeted systematically one by one. And now it's back to a reset. Ludpi has to be careful here. Again, only itemizing mainly for physical defense. Keyboy tries to find something, but now he's stuck in the front.
Edok with the crash course. Tsunami Slam coming down as well, but Edok's able to flicker out of it. Abyssal Arrow lands. Ludpi! Gunned down by Toy!
My goodness, the space that Tyron is creating, even Edok as well, Kyrie.
Red tree, wrong thorn rolls, that's a puncture and a Phantom execution.
My lord.
Kyrie can run, but RRQ will just use this to take the Lord for free.
For all the XP laners out there, this is their dream. Just playing without any plan in mind, just trying to scout as deep as possible in the enemy jungle. Tyron is pretty much unkillable at this point. I don't think he used to Purify once in this game.
Nope. Severo in the bottom lane. Yeah, has to use the Summon Force. All the offensive, the damage abilities at this point are being used to escape for Onic.
It's just the amount of damage right now that RRQ can output, and on top of that, the amount of crowd control. Again, some of these plays are looking decent, but then the moment an Abyssal Arrow lands, the moment Tyron comes in with the Falling Star Moon, everything just changes immediately and Onic are forced to react or pay the price. And it's a price they can't afford right now. Even the purple buff, Kyrie zoned out from it completely.
Tyrant would happily take the Tsunami Slam from Keyboy. In fact, that's probably what he's trying to do, and obviously Keyboy is not gonna fight for that. The mid lane might be getting siege here. Wanna play it safe, it turns out. Might be going in. Didn't land the Hot Shadow.
Look at this poke.
Rinse.
Constant arrows. Tyrant is doing whatever he wants.
And there's no urgency from RRQ to push out the lane with the Lord, by the way. It's kind of timed. It's kind of collide actually at about the same time, so that might be a coincidence, but might be planned as well. RRQ are going to be pushing the mid side and top side together. These arrows are just chunking down on it before the fight even begins.
Whether it's arrows or hooks, RRQ always excels. Stop it, man. This is getting annoying.
Another 3 in a row for Rins. Savero has literally just been a magnet to these.
Okay.
Okay, at least it's not 4 in a row. I guess Rins has just been saving this pick all this time. This is his debut on a Selena.
What better time to bring it out? You bring in a new coach, you bring in the new picks that we've been hiding. Esmeralda and Selena there, hidden completely until the second phase. That was definitely surprising. Almost another
just
one.
out of range.
That is not okay, bro. That shouldn't be allowed. 8k gold lead. Base tire's still up for Onic, but scaling-wise, they can still get the fights done, but they have to go for a full-on committed fight. Whereas RRQ are content just picking off, throwing out spells towards Onic like this, and no problem. There's still even a macro threat to think about because the chip is still very much in the game.
70-30 on the audience prediction presented by Gope, and for a good reason. Right now it's just a bit, lopsided. 8k gold lead for RRQ. Keyboy is trying to be creative with this approach here with the Tsunami Slam, but even if he's there, there's not going to be any follow-up at all.
And at this point, Lutpi.
He read that.
He did. Enoch didn't want to pop the shortcut. There's no reason to. They have a slow push down below. They can play the long game.
Ritz was more concerned about aiming the arrow towards Keyboy there, not towards Lutpi, because they can just slowly but surely beat Lutpi down as long as the backline members don't feel safe to walk up to trade the damage back. Concealed by Onic though, can they find something?
Nope. Point cutting away, Kyrie in the mid lane. Keyboy looking for the play, won't be able to find it. Diamond again, following Star Moon over to Lutpi, just poking him down as now they control the neutral objective, all of it. Lutpi, half HP already. Just chunked by Tyrant Toy with a Death Sonata landing. Onic are struggling to find an entrance. Tyrant still zoning it out the crash course. Lutpi taken down by Toy, who gets a double. Rins unable to find the Abyssal Arrow, but RRQ have found enough. Another free Lord.
What do you do? What is the answer? I was gonna say it's gonna take some Kyrie magic. Lord stolen to turn this thing around, but RRQ didn't even let Kai go near their vicinity.
The issue right now is how one-dimensional the engage is for Onic. The fact that it's only Keyboy that can really be a real threat towards Tyrant, and even then he has to purify. So he can just stand there, start damaging Keyboy and Lutpi, and they can't do anything about it. And the Esmeralda is so sustainable. It's a shield-based Uranus, basically. So Onic can't even trade back the poke. And now with the Lord, RRQ, what's the play? Conceal.
Edoc threatening again, getting the space, falling Star Moon to help and escort the Lord into the base. Amon Force already used. Up top, Thorn Rose in the mid lane together with Sans to clear it out. Abyssal Arrow does not land, but there's another mini wave coming down in the mid lane as Edoc will try to use this crash course, and Abyssal Arrow lands on Savero, forcing the Purify out. Big info. Lutpi caught us again! With the dive, finding another! Savero assassinated, a double kill for the Mercenary. And now with the quad shadow, a desperate Tsunami Slam into the back. Kyrie will be Sutsuji's triple. The Sky Kings will have to bend the knee in game 1.
First half, it's RRQs, and it's not even remotely close. This is not what we expected. We expected the bloodbath, not a